All right, so I waffled back and forth on whether or not to do this bonus track, but then I just decided I would. So we are currently rolling through a little village called Galloway. I think it's unincorporated. It's just in Fayette County. But anyway, it was right here in this part of the state where in 1827, my fourth great-grandfather used his father's Revolutionary War land grant to claim 1,280 acres. And by right here, I mean we're probably driving through the farm as I speak. It's kind of difficult to pinpoint on the old surveys used like trees and adjacent properties, so it's pretty difficult to pinpoint exactly where it was, but I know it straddled the Shelby Fayette County line, which is where we are. We're going to be coming up on the county line here in just a few minutes. Arlington was the closest town / train depot. But anyway, so this is also the first major state highway connected Memphis to Nashville to Bristol. Obviously, I mean, it predates I-40, parallels I-40. I-40's a mile or so that way. There's also the railroad track between here and I-40. But this is also the road in 1937 that my mother's uncle took to rush my mother's biological birth mother to the hospital, where she died from complications from childbirth 10 days after my mother was born. And she died in Memphis. My mother was born in Milan. And then 3 months after that, in July of 1937, my mother's aunt, who had been caring for my mother, found out that she was pregnant. She already had 2 kids of her own. My mother had 2 teenage half-sisters that the aunt was taking care of, so my mother's aunt had no choice, little choice, but to bring my mother into Memphis to the orphanage. Because you have to remember, this was the height of the Depression. They were dirt farmers, so they were just as poor could be. And my mother's aunt didn't realize that she was leaving her at what amounted to nothing more than a black market baby mill. So yeah, that's a little piece of family history here. We've been right here in this little part of God's country since 1827. Actually, a little before that, because you had to come check things out, all that sort of thing. Believe it or not, even though we are relatively close to Memphis in modern terms, they probably never went to Memphis. I would almost guarantee that my fourth great-grandfather never went to Memphis. If he did, it certainly wasn't anything regular. Then, of course, when they put the train in, that would have made it a little easier, but they really wouldn't have had any reason to. I think we're right at 20, let's see, 35, 27, 20 to 25 miles away from Memphis, which in early 19th century terms might as well have been a few hundred. So, yep, here we are, the Shelby County line. And so that's your bonus track, a little piece of personal history. And I'm going to try to see if I can't get out from behind this guy. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day.